Basketball sickos, I am here for year 4, Keegan effing Murray. We're going to watch some Keegan tape because I think he's been a huge bright spot. In a season with not a lot of bright spots for Sacramento, he's 3 games into his season. He missed the first 15 games. He signed that rookie extension over the offseason. So you're wondering, what's in store for Keegan Murray year 4? Are we going to see a little bit of a jump here? His defense has really been good the last 3 years, like super versatile. But I think more people are trying to see if he has room to grow offensively, or is he going to cap out like a 3-and-D guy? Well, it's early in the year 4. He's showing us things that he didn't show us before. So let's watch some of the tape on Keegan Murray. This is last night against Minnesota, 26 points and 14 rebounds. We're going to start with the defense. They're asking him to do a lot. He played 44 minutes last night. He's like defending Ant, Randall. Who do you need him to defend? He can do it. Naz Reid. So this play, he's up against Julius Randle. He's just very physical, and he uses his size to his advantage here. You know, Randall's such a gifted offensive talent. He loves this spot right here. He's going to try to take Keegan off the dribble, but Keegan's going to play physical, take up his space, and force him into a really tough shot. And then Randall wants a foul. Well, Keegan's getting down the floor. As you can see, let's pause. Randall is not. And who's picking up Keegan Murray at this point? What I love about this version of Keegan Murray is not just settling. DiVincenzo goes to Levine. Ant's here to try to step in there. But Keegan's coming downhill. A little slow motion move and finishes. God, I love that shit from Keegan Murray. Okay, more defense from Keegan Murray here. This time matched up against Randall yet again. And I just love the physicality right away. Automatically grabbing on Randall. You got to touch him. Ant's going to come over, try to set a screen. Doesn't really work out. Keegan's able to stay attached to Julius Randle, who goes on the block. But what I want you to watch right here, Keegan getting into his body and pushing Randall further away from the basket on the catch. Right? Randall wants to get that deep post position, but Keegan has really good size, 6'8", strong and long, and he pushes him out just a little bit. Look at that. Now, Julius Randle is such a gifted offensive player. He can make noise in this situation. Keegan Murray, I want you to watch here. You're going to see Randall go to work in the post, get into the paint with a shoulder fake, a series of shoulder fakes. Keegan does not buy one of them. Look at this shit. Boom, boom. Forcing a miss. Good contest. We're going to go back here again because Keegan, that's one of the things he does so well defensively. He really doesn't go for fakes often, especially in a post situation. Look at that. And then it's a fall away jumper from Randall. Of course, he can make shots. He's a tough shot maker, but it's contested. Keegan Murray using his length there. And then the Kings get the rebound, and this is something they struggled with, right? Getting stops, rebounds. This makes life easier. Early offense from Westbrook for the score. We talked so much about his versatility. Here he is 2 minutes ago in this game. Minnesota's up 5 at this point. He's matched up with Anthony Edwards. Conley's going to come up and tap Keegan. Keegan's going to try to deal with Anthony Edwards, who was awesome in this game, by the way. Over 40 points. He was making tough shots. He's destroying people off the dribble, attacking the rim. I mean, he got Keegan a couple of times. But I think there's some good Keegan on Ant clips. And he does a good job recovering here to contest this and make it a tough shot. I mean, even that move by Ant, right? He had a little fake here on the drive. And then gets in there. Keegan uses his length to contest it. Ant wanted a foul. I didn't really see it. But this is so nice to have a 6'8" guy that on one possession he's pushing Julius Randle off the block. The next he's on the perimeter defending one of the best players in the game and forcing a more challenging shot. You just want to make life tough, and what does it lead to? An easy bucket. Okay, this was not a perfect defensive play for Sacramento because Gobert got a put back off a missed shot, but I just like the physicality from Sacramento and just the awareness from Keegan Murray. You're going to see him switch on this play, and it's really nice. First of all, I just want to give a shout out to Zach LaVine, right? Not known for being a good defensive player, but he's making Donte DiVincenzo work here to get around and fight, right? He's got to try to fight to get this basketball, and he's up in his airspace, which is great to see. Also, watch Keegan Murray. He's on Randall at the moment, but they bring Donte DiVincenzo up and Gobert, a little horn set. Keegan is going to be screened by Gobert. His man is Randall. Eubanks is there to pick up Randall, but that's problematic, right? Randall's got that advantage to get that step on Eubanks. Will the help be there? We'll see. Gobert is engaged with Keegan, and he's going to dive and look at Keegan stay with him. Then great timing to come over and contest that shot at the last second. Now, the result wasn't good, right? Gobert got the putback, but I'm just watching Keegan Murray's ability to take on different assignments and have the awareness, right? Gobert is clearly a lob threat, but more times than not, Julius Randle, when he's making this move to the basket, he's looking to score the basketball, and this is great timing by Keegan Murray to come over and block that shot. Unfortunately, Gobert was there to clean it up. Keegan was fun to watch on this play. This is the end of the third quarter. The last thing you want to do is in the final seconds of the third quarter, when you're trying to make a run here, is have Ant get the ball and get a good look. Well, you see Precious Achiuwa and Keegan here. And then when I press play, you're going to note Keegan Murray looks like a defensive back in the NFL, just all over a wide receiver. He stays with him the entire way. Deny, deny, deny. We're not going to let him get free. Ant wants to get free, right? He's trying to grab Keegan here to clear some space toward the basket, pops back out, but Keegan is all over him. There's no airspace to get Anthony Edwards the basketball. I just love that shit. End of a quarter. Like, that could be a back-breaking play for Sacramento head into the quarter, into the fourth quarter. So they got the job done. Good shit by Keegan Murray. When I watch Keegan Murray defensively, I just think he's in total control. Here he is. It's 99-99, a minute 13 to go in the game. There's 9 seconds on the shot clock, and he's out in the perimeter one-on-one against this killer, Anthony Edwards, who had another 40-point game and some unbelievable plays in this game. Ant's trying to create something off the dribble, but Keegan is so disciplined. I want you to watch his feet on this. I want you to watch his hands. He's constantly digging, and this is a situation, in a late game situation, where Anthony Edwards is forced to give up the basketball because of really strong defense from Keegan Murray. You see? He's trying to make Keegan dance, but Keegan's staying right with him, and then they has to give up the ball. Tough look from the corner, no good from Julius Randle. But I just look at what Keegan does. There's not many guys here. Guys get a little nervous being in these situations, right? Against a guy like that. Ant's trying to show off the handles, the low dribble. Keegan's not overthinking this. He's staying disciplined. There's 7. He's trusting his work. There's 6, right? Look at the footwork, the dig, knocks that ball away. Ant gets it back, has to pick it up. He's looking for something. There's 5 seconds. Now there's 3. Randall's got to put up a contested look. Man, that was great stuff from Keegan Murray. Okay, this next play, watch Keegan Murray. This time he's on Naz Reid, right? Defending a big, and Conley does a good job here of setting a brush screen. But Keegan is really into Naz Reid's airspace, so the screen doesn't impact him too much. And one thing, Keegan's pretty good at navigating screens. Even if he gets held up a little bit, he has the speed and the footwork and then the length to get back into a play. And that's what happens here, right? Reid gets a little bit of a step and gets the catch. What, right? Keegan's behind him, but you see Keegan's still kind of in the picture, and Schroeder is there shading just over and help. Keegan gets back in the play and blocks that shot. I mean, that's ridiculous speed and athleticism and just the pursuit of the basketball. I don't know how many guys can make this play. Look at that. Get back in the play and just easily block that shot. Keegan Murray. I felt like last year he showed a lot of growth in transition with the basketball. Like he'd take it end to end and shoulder someone out of the way and dunk it. This one was a little bit different, but hey, he got a good shot, right? He's pushing the other way and he sees Dante on him. Let me attack him. I've got a size advantage. Finishes with the left and one. And this is just stuff like we didn't always see from Keegan Murray consistently. Like he had a lot of the straight line drives trying to dunk on people. This time he's driving left. Dante's trailing. He decides he's going to stops to get physical to create some contact, create maybe some space. And then he finishes with the left right at the basket. Early offense for the Kings. Let's look at another transition opportunity for Keegan, looking to be aggressive. This is off a McDaniels miss at the rim. And Keegan has great recognition. Push that ball ahead. You see that the 2 bigs, Randall and Gobert, they're not making it back into this play, right? They're kind of jogging up the floor. And Keegan knows there's no rim protection. You've got Dante DiVincenzo and Rob Dillingham. You like your odds here. And here comes Keegan driving left, spinning back right, and finishing right at the rim. That's taking advantage of the opportunity in transition, knowing that some of these bigs are just not going to get back on defense in time. There's opportunity there. Love it. The Kings really miss his ability to space the floor. And one of the underrated aspects about Westbrook being in Sacramento is Westbrook does a great job putting pressure on the paint and getting those paint touches. And when you have a spacer like Keegan Murray, that could mean some good things for an offense. Keegan, his efficiency's gone down the last couple of years, but I think he could get it back going in a positive direction. He can get close to like 37, 38%. You'll sign up for that. Watch him here. God, he relocated deep. I think it's surprised at how deep he was out there. But what I love about this is Keegan is thinking one thing when he gets the ball. Shoot. Trust the work you put in, and he buries the three-point shot deep out in the perimeter. All right, this next play, a defensive breakdown by Minnesota. You have Conley and Ant going with the cutter Levine. He got him once in this game. They didn't want it to happen again, but I don't think two of them were supposed to go, which meant you got a clean catch here for Keegan Murray. Conley, smart player, tries to get back into the play, but Keegan loves this matchup, right? He's got a smaller guy on him, an older player. He has the ability to go and attack in this situation, get into the paint. And again, this is just his aggressiveness. Nas doesn't really help. Keegan gets downhill, doesn't care that Gobert is there, and gets right to the rim for the finish. Just good recognition. And by Schroeder too. It's like, hey, when you got Keegan that open on the catch, there's a breakdown where you got two defenders on one. Let's make sure to get him the rock and let him attack off the dribble. Love that shit. Okay, this one might be one of my favorite plays out of Keegan Murray's career. And yeah, I remember that game he had against the Utah Jazz where he knocked down 12 threes. This offensive move, oh my goodness. He's got McDaniels on him, right? All right, then they go into a little action with Achua. Achua with the handoff. Keegan drives back left. So Gobert is going to have to help because Achua does a good job of setting a screen here on McDaniels that was tough to navigate. Watch Keegan here. Put on the brakes, using that arm here to try to create some space. It's not there. Almost lost his pivot foot. Stays with it and buries it. Let's go back. There was so much that happened on that, right? Keegan attacking the shot blocker in Gobert, trying to create a fall away. It wasn't there, right? Plants that foot. That pivot foot never comes up. Look, he's hanging on for dear life. Is he trying to fake a pass, trying to create room, using that elbow a little bit, right? He gets Gobert off of him, brings that ball back low, out, fading away. And look, he's already got a look. Gobert's trying to jump. He's got that length. But Keegan, that release is much higher than Gobert's length at that point. Not an easy shot at all, but I just love the aggressiveness from Keegan. Like, I don't feel like that's a play he was trying to make. He would do a little bit last year. Oh, didn't always look comfortable, but that time he looked very, very comfortable. Yeah, in this other angle of it, look at it. Oof. What patience just to create that. Outrageous. There was a lot to love about that tape. The defense, I'm not totally surprised, but I still like watching it, right? Especially considering Sacramento hasn't been a good defensive team in like 2 decades. But seeing him offensively be aggressive, not just chucking, creating good looks, using his size to advantage, spacing the floor, doing shit off the dribble, posting up. He's showing the ability to kind of score at all 3 levels now. What do you think of Keegan Murray? What do you think his upside is? Have you changed your opinion on him? Hit us up in the comments below. Also, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.